Hello again, loyal subscribers. Rupert Beeston here from Base Fans, and I've got another walk around video for you. This one here is up there with some of the best stuff we get, and has a hell of a lot of scope for a camper conversion. So this is the 513, which means that the gross vehicle weight is 5 tons. So just jumping in here, you can see it's a twin wheel configuration, which if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you'll know that that's my favourite configuration. With it being a 5 tonner, if you didn't acquire your licence for 97, or you haven't upgraded your licence, you won't be able to drive it. Alternatively, we have taken all the seats out, and I can get to what else can be taken out in a minute. It could be downrated to 3.5 tons, so that would take it to being a 313. So it's 130 brake horsepower, that's what the 13 stands for. So it's not overly powered, and at the same time it's not underpowered. With it being an extra long wheelbase and an extra high roof, it's about as big as you're going to get in the panel van marketplace for your base van. And I've never had one before. I mean, I might not be looking hard enough, but I've never had one before, especially one of this quality as well. This one's just awesome. One of the nifty things is this here, which you can do with the key as well, but pull that. Right, that's a really good start to the video. I've got a feeling that right there, I've done something wrong here. Let's just try it now. By the way, you don't need the ignition on to do this. I don't know whether the battery's flat or what. There we go. So I'll go back, press this little button here. And then, what I like about this door is, a lot of Sprinters you'll find, they don't always close flush. It's got an extra mechanism there that enables it to close flush. So let's just see if I can get this looking cool. I'll set the camera up somewhere. P.S. I have got a new camera. I'm just kind of toying with it at the minute. So I'll go ahead and rest it on this mushroom. Voila. That's not too shabby. It's having a bit of a groan. Now that is because I have washed it off. I might have washed a bit of the grease off the runners, so it might want re-greasing. So a bit of history behind it. This would have cost a hell of a lot of money, and Fife Council must have devoted all of their funds to getting these on their fleet, because these are by far the most sophisticated and well built coach minibuses I've ever seen. Now the crucial thing about these buses is they've been used for disabled transport, and that usually means that they haven't had a hard life. And this one, it's not got any bumps on anywhere, it's just super tidy. But sympathise with me on this one, the design is absolutely awful. So they've gone for an extra high roof fan, but they've built this floor in it, which is about a foot. Yeah, it's about a foot in depth. And the lift is stowed underneath. It works perfectly. I don't know where the control is now. I could give it a quick go. Yes, it is. Probably got to isolate something in the front. I could demonstrate the lift. I might end up stopping the video and doing that. You'll probably think I'm really lazy if you don't see that in the video in about 2 minutes time, but I might get around to doing that. But yeah, anyway, going back to it, the floor is risen, and of course the benefits of having an extra roof van is immediately taken away. So if I was building this into a camper van, the floor's coming out straight away. Obviously recycling a few of the materials inside there, it's likely to be insulated, and it's probably an alloy frame and things like that. So what have we got inside here? It's just got a bit of lighting. It's got a large skylight, which of course you can't get anywhere other than minibuses. If you look on eBay, look for large skylights, unless it's from a breaker shot, I suppose. You literally can't get them for some reason. Hopefully you can see it's really, really clean. I'm a big fan of this one. There's no seat in the front. Now I was toying with the idea of putting a single seat in the front, but then again someone might want a twin seat. But it's easy enough to do. So if you do end up wanting it, I can do either of the options. The biggest selling point, other than the fact that it's an extra long wheelbase, extra high roof, is the fact that it's got the Webasto climate control, which is currently saying an error, but have no fear, I will get that sorted. I'm pretty good on these electrics at this point. So it's got Webasto climate control, which means it's got air conditioning, and that runs the whole way down the van. The whole way down the van. Like, if you were in Europe or something like that, just having a cool van the whole way down, not just in the cab, it's just, well, it's pure luxury really. And the same control will give you heat as well. Now there's a chassis mounted Webasto night heater, which is good because it doesn't take up a lot of room in the vehicle, it's just underneath on the chassis. And that's going to blow out heat from there, and I assume there'll be another one. Yeah, there's a couple of outlets. Anything else on here? Just interior lights, lift isolator, saloon speakers. You've got surround sound speakers. I'll probably keep them in. And then obviously here, that's where the aircon's going to pour into the cab, which in my opinion is a hell of a lot better than just having a standard in-cab air conditioning. It's a major luxury, and I dread to think how much one of those would be to buy, never mind install. So this is literally verging on being a top of the range camper if you were to convert it. Extras, what's it got? As you can see, it's got the fog lights, which is an extra. The driver's seat needs replacing, really shabby, but as you can imagine, the person taking the disabled folk to and from places is jumping out very frequently and using the lift and everything else, so I can let him go for that. And the floor mat here has got a bit of wear. That's a pretty simple replacement. I think you can get a new one of those for about 100 quid. But everywhere else, the door cards, and you know, look at the Sprinter, the bottom of the Sprinter doors, just super tidy. Right, let's go ahead and start it up. So, literally no diesel in it at all. Service overdue by 33,400 miles. Well, I've got the full service history with it, and I can assure you that's not the case. Just your standard radio controls and everything else there. Oh, I think there's a pretty nifty reverse camera on it as well. Yeah, so it's a proper decent reverse camera on this van. I have got two of these vans. So I've got this one here that's done 100 and... How can I show you? Oh, this one here. What's happening here? Alright, there we go. 121,567 miles. And by the way, I just pushed the dash then. Check this out, this is moving. There you have it, folks. The mileage is nothing. Well, I'll have you know, about 10 minutes before the video, I was winding the clock back, you see. Right, let's turn the reverse thing off. So really, there's not much more else to show you. It's a super mint van. There's not a mark on it. It's got all the extras. There's your night heater exhaust, by the way, just there. Tyres are really good all round. Full history. Engine sounds sweet, there's no rumble from the diff, gearbox is super smooth. So look, there, just quickly, there's your unladen weight if you're worried about down rating it. And that's factoring in all the seats in it, the lift, the floor, so this would definitely down rate. This would be a fucking awesome 3.5 ton van. So, it's all there. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this walk around, and I shall catch you soon. Right, we're in this. Pretty good. Not a bad kit, not a bad bit of kit. But I might as well show you what this looks like once it's out. Put up right there, it's there. Pretty mega bit of kit this is. In fact, probably one of the coolest lifts I've ever seen, this is. I dread to think how much this cost. Wow. There you have it, folks. That's the lift working. Right, just very briefly. So, that's the one I've just videoed, and this is the sister vehicle. You can probably tell by the registration numbers. Exactly the same vehicle, except on this one here, I've colour-coded the front bumper and the wing mirrors. And all the trims, actually. So yeah, this one's done. This one's a hell of a lot more expensive as well. It's done 80,000 miles. So if you want to pay a bit more for a few miles, that's the one for you.